So it actually doesn't take a lot to stand out in a marketplace, but there are some certain things that you need to put in place. And believe it or not, it is possible to outmarket your competition in 20 minutes a day. And I'm going to go through 72 slides. No, I'm just kidding, there's only 62. On how to do that in about 10 minutes. So, the big secret to marketing. Does anyone have any questions? Now you laugh, but very few, and I'm talking about fewer than 10% of small businesses do this. So if you can do something that touches your marketplace, potential customers or actual customers, every single day, I promise you, you're going to outmarket your competition. In my view, marketing should be simple, because if it's simple, it's doable. If it's doable, it should be manageable. If it's manageable, it's measurable, and if it's measurable, it's improvable. If it can be managed, it can be, if it can be measured, it can be managed. If it can be managed, you can improve it. But very few small businesses do this. And so I've done loads of research on this on my last company, which was a marketing and web design company, and I would say 1 in 20 small businesses, at best, do marketing every day. So, first things first, ABC. Now, Greg and Jan already know this, because this is a cut-down version of the workshop I did. You need to know who you're selling to. If you don't know your audience, you won't know what to say to them, which is your boast and the brag, and you won't know the correct channels to reach them. But it always starts with your audience. When somebody starts a business, they typically, yes, we're going to do X, and then they get a website, get some business cards, they get some banners, they go do some networking, without working out who they're selling to. If you don't know who you're selling to, I can promise you a big chunk of your marketing effort and budget is going to be thrown at the wrong people who are never likely to buy. So work out your audience, and then you can have more than one. But you need to know who you're selling to, because then that makes what you're going to say to them a lot easier to work out. And it also then means you won't be messing about on channels, marketing channels, that are not relevant. So if you want to sell business to business, I hate to break it to you, but having a Facebook page, unless you encourage people to engage, is a waste of time. LinkedIn should be your best buddy. If you're trying to sell to people under the age of 25, email marketing ain't going to cut it. Neither will Facebook, because the young people are leaving in droves because Nana and Grandad are getting on there to find out what they're up to. So, but if you do want to reach the silver surfers, the over 50s, it's still the fastest growing demographic on Facebook. But you have to spend some money. So it's a case of knowing who your audience is, because once you know who they are, you know where they are, you work out what to say to them. All marketing should include a message. WIIFM, my favourite marketing radio station. What's in it for me? No one buys anything without a good reason, except handbags. Come on, ladies, you know it's true. And the questions are, why should I do business with you? What makes you special? And how are you better than the guy down the street? What makes you, not necessarily unique, but measurably different to your competitors? There are very few unique businesses in the world, so the whole USP thing is bloody rubbish. Measurable difference, specific advantage. What makes you different? What's the advantage of doing business with you? And just in case you're wondering if there are any marketing channels out there, there's a quick list I looked up. And even this is now out of date, because it doesn't include, what's the latest social chat thing? Clubhouse. Yeah, to be honest, that's going the way. TikTok's falling out of favour already. Clubhouse would go the same way in my view. But, 63 that I could think of, and I've had to amend that in recent days. So there is no shortage of things to do, channels to go, places to reach. So no excuses. Right. I'm going to have a bona fide accountant in the room. Right. When somebody sells a business, what defines its worth, really? No. Rubbish. A business advertised, the business could still run if the systems are good. Processes. Normally a business is sold and is worth a ton of money if the list is good. The customers and potential customers. When Facebook was when Facebook went IPO, it was worth billions, but it had only made until that point $40,000 profit. Why was it worth billions? because of the list. At the time, it had the biggest active consumer database on the planet, but it only made a little bit of money. So it wasn't for the profit, it was the profit potential, your list. Now, if you nurture your list, potential customers and actual customers, you'll never be out of business. You'll never be short of customers, you'll never be short of sales. But the great thing about it is, so few people do it. So nurture your list. 2 lists, who you do business with and who you might do business with. Marketing to customers. Now, I asked this question at a TNG meeting in WIIFM Valley about 6-7 weeks ago now. Put your hand up if you've been in touch with all of your customers within the last month. If you sold your business today, the value of your customers will be where it's at. And if you've not been in touch with your customers in the last month, shame on you. Because ultimately they are going to be the biggest source of new business. If you nurture them well, they'll be the biggest source of referrals. And to be honest, they will be the sustainability of your business. You should always aim for wallet share. Apple don't want to sell more phones than anyone else. They don't want to sell more computers than anyone else. They want more of their customers to spend more with them. So Mac users, if they've got a Mac computer, they'll probably have an iPhone. If they're really brainwashed, they'll queue up outside the Apple shop for days to get the new one. And they don't even know if it's any good. They'll spend a ton of money on iTunes. They'll spend loads of money on apps. That's what Apple want. They don't want market share, they want wallet share. Make sure all of your customers know all about all you can do. I spoke with a woman who runs a business advisory company, and she's got 6 different services, and I went through an exercise with her, and she realised that almost all of her customers only buy one of those 6 services, and it's simply because she's never told them about the other stuff. And we talk about leaving money on the table, but it's so very common. So nurture your customers. There's nothing wrong with talking to your customers about other stuff that you can do. Aim for wallet share. It will be the easiest sales you will ever make. Oh yeah, did I mention this one yet? Email marketing. Email is dirt cheap, and the return on investment can be incredibly high if you do it well. One of my friends is a tax specialist with the UK equivalent of GST, the world's least exciting subject. She was sending an email out once a month. I convinced her to send them out something out every other week, and funnily enough, the leads she got from her emails went like that. Because once a month is too long. In a week, we've forgotten about what happened. Anybody can remember what they had for breakfast on Thursday last week? Well, I can, because I have pretty much the same thing and boring like that. But there's no excuse for not doing email marketing, particularly to your customers. Keep them close. You don't have to stuff their inbox like Mighty Ape want to, but just be there. How are you doing? Here's something we've got going on. We're raising money for charity. Can you help? You know, it's so easy to do, and it's dirt cheap. MailChimp, if you've got a database of less than 2,000, is free. No excuses. Your website. Your website is the only real estate you own. If your business is all going through Facebook, you need to be working on driving them to your website, because Facebook can change the rules, as they do very regularly, and suddenly you're out of business. One of my clients, Alice, a beauty therapist, she got thousands of followers. One day Facebook changed the reach and the capability of her post to reach her audience. It died overnight. Because it's Facebook's platform, not yours. Same thing with all the other social media. Your website should be the hub of all of your online marketing activities, without exception. And just in case you're wondering what SEO is all about, that's it. But it starts with your website, it starts with content on your website. Social media. If you're spending more than 20 minutes a day on social media, I promise you you're wasting about 18 minutes of it. You go there to check stuff. Like my friend Julia, she'd go onto Facebook to do some work, and 40 minutes later she's looking at wedding photographs of people she doesn't even know. And it's so common. Right? Be smart. Manage Facebook, don't let it manage you. Manage your social media. I use a software called buffer.com to schedule out my social media for the week. It's dirt cheap, it's dead easy to use, makes it so much easier. Mix up your content types, text, image, video. YouTube, how many people love standing in front of a camera? Alright, you don't have to do that, but you could have slideshows, but you need to be all over the world's second biggest search engine. I reckon of the micro business community, fewer than 3% have a presence on YouTube. That's 3 in 100. It's the world's second biggest search engine. Why would you not want to be there? It's brilliant. And Google likes, because Google owns YouTube, Google likes YouTube, Google loves websites with YouTube videos embedded in them. Take it from me as an ex-SEO and website guy. Oh yeah, remember that? Referrals. Just go and ask! How hard is it? Oh my God. Touchpoints. When was the last time you sent somebody a thank you card for doing business with you? Okay? Very few people do. When was the last time you received one? See, that's what makes you stand out. It's really, really easy. Thank you cards. I used to do campaigning for an MP in the UK, and he sent me a little snippet from the Houses of Parliament, a Houses of Parliament letter. He didn't pay for the stamp, the government did. But he just put it. But he sent me this little thing, and I thought, wow, it was a little cutting from a magazine that he thought I'd find really funny, and he was right. No politician has ever done that. Do you know a politician has ever done that? No. But it's a touch point. The more you figuratively touch your clients, the more they, in this case, literally, the more you will make people feel included. Okay? Whatever you do, don't send booze. Don't recommend it. If they're Muslims, they'll be mighty offended. And, coming close to the end, get a plan. Plan your work and work your plan. If you've got a plan that you organise every single month to what it is you can do, you should do, put it in on a daily diary, do that. Don't spend any more than 20 to 30 minutes a day. I spend 45 minutes a day on my marketing, and I know that I'm out marketing most of the marketing agencies in the city. Interestingly enough, one of my clients over the last year has spent $30,000 with a marketing agency. He doesn't know what they've done for it, and he hasn't got a single new customer as a result. 30 grand. Chucked down the drain with nothing to show for it. So I told you, even the marketing agencies get this stuff wrong. Big time. So, have a plan. You can write it out quarterly, write it out monthly. I have a monthly plan, goes on a bit of paper. I know pretty much what I'm going to do every single day in my marketing. Monday's video, Tuesday's email, Wednesday, email, you'll all be getting an email later. Wednesday's podcast day, Thursday is about member content, and Friday is blog post. And then I do other stuff around that, but I know what I'm doing on what day. And always look to improve. It's the aggregation of marginal gains. Who's heard of Dave Brailsford? Yep, Dave Brailsford was the coach of the the UK Team GB Sky cycling team in the Tour de France, and then the Team GB Olympic team for cycling at the London, what was before London? Olympics. I forget, doesn't matter. It was the most successful cycling team in Olympic history. And he didn't revolutionise anything, he just made lots of small changes in lots of areas to improve the overall performance. You don't have to radically overhaul anything, just look for marginal gains compounded over time. Anyone have any questions? Pete?
Just 1 point. One of my questions is
I know, but they will know other people like them. They all know other people like them. So in your case, referrals is the key. And nail a referral strategy. Anyone else?
I do get second.
Yeah.